Let's do it. Don't forget to subscribe to Lifestyles with Eric if you're not already a subscriber. If you are a subscriber, please hit that thumbs up, share the video out, and I definitely appreciate you coming into the chat. Let me turn this phone down. Hold on, hold on. All right, all right. So let's get right into it. Hey, everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in the chat tonight. Let's see who we got here. We got Peggy, we got George, we got Angela, we got roll call actually. Angela, Peggy, George. Who else is coming in the chat tonight? Welcome to Lifestyles. Come on in. We're going to talk tonight. We're going to talk about addiction. I'm sure everybody can talk about that. Everybody has somebody in their family that is addicted to something. It could be drugs, it could be anything that is not positive in their lives. So let's talk about it here in a few minutes. Let's see who comes in the chat. Welcome to Lifestyles. Let's see. Let's see. Angela, Peggy, thanks for coming in. Mr. George, as usual. Salute, my friend. Uh, hey, Miss Peggy, what is going on? Uh, what's up, Miss T-E-E? What's going on, Miss Dunlap? How are you? Welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. Let's see if we can get some better lighting. Let's see. All right. Okay. All righty. What's going on? Patricia Clemens, welcome to Lifestyles. Trey Ace of Spades, welcome to Lifestyles. Let's talk about it. Come on in the chat tonight. Come on, let's see who else comes on in the chat tonight before we get to talking. I'm going to get my Cash App thing on here real soon, everybody, and I'll definitely appreciate donations to come back and to put back into the channel, actually. So I'll make sure I put that Cash App up as soon as possible. Definitely. Well, I try to entertain my audience, and I appreciate you coming in the chat, Miss T. So, whatever I can do to make you smile, I'm going to do it, definitely. You know what, George? Any type of addiction that can be negative in your life, I'll put it like that, and negative in your family and friends' life. So it doesn't necessarily have to be about drugs, but just something negative, an addiction that can be negative in your life, period. I'm going to delve into the drug aspect of it first, and then we can kind of go some other routes after I get, to talking about what I want to talk about. But I'm just trying to see who's going to come in the chat um, before we get to talking. I don't want anybody to miss anything. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Where's Miss, who we missing? Miss Gwendolyn? Where you at, Miss Gwendolyn? Oh my gosh, my computer is acting a donkey. Okay, oh my God. Come on, man, stop it. All righty, let's get back here. All right, my computer, guys. Let's see. Food shopping, there are all types of addictions. Hey, Holly, welcome to Lifestyles. You're absolutely right, Trey Ace of Space, but I'm saying an addiction that can be negative in your life or in your family and friends' life. That type of addiction. Um, if you're eating too much and it's affecting people around you besides your own health and your own person, then okay, then maybe that's a negative part of a negative addiction. I don't know, but that's what we're going to delve into first is drug addiction, and then we'll explore other addictions after that because there can definitely be other addictions, absolutely, but ones that are negative in that have a negative impact in your life, though. That's what we're talking about tonight. So as everybody heard, let's see if I can get this picture. If everybody heard, I tell you, I can't get the right picture I want. Um, this lady right here, let's see, this lady right here overdosed. That was Miss Keysha Cole's mom. R&B singer Keisha Cole. This is Frankie, and everybody knew Frankie on the Keisha Cole show, the Frankie and Neffy show. Hey Terry, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. But she was a pistol. She was a spitfire. She had an addiction, but she had a good spirit about herself. Um, I really I enjoyed listening to her and watching her and the family get back together. She had a rough childhood or a rough upbringing, and you never know how that can affect your adult life when you start rearing kids. Excuse me, when you start having kids and stuff like that. Um, the way you're raised can affect a lot of things, and then that can go along with getting addicted to certain drugs to kind of bury the emotions and things that you've been through with maybe the way you were raised possibly. So it just depends. It could be molestation, it could be different things like that can drive you to being addicted to a substance first. And then again, you could be addicted to sex, you could be addicted to shopping. But again, I was saying things that are negative in your life, things that are negative around your family and friends when it comes to an addiction. So yeah, George, it's crazy, man. She was Frankie passed. Yep, she sure did. T. Yep. Um, you know, it's hard to yeah, Terry, I think she passed about what's this? They said 2 days ago. That was on her birthday. I believe the 19th. The day's the 21st. So yeah. Um, and that's terrible. She overdosed on her birthday. It's unfortunate. Um, Addiction is a hard pill to swallow, everybody. That's just the bottom line to all of this. And respectfully speaking, it hurts not only the person that is addicted to the substance, but it hurts the people around them and the family around them. Um, the family and the friends feel a pain nobody understands a lot of times because you're if you're addicted to something, of course you're going to feel that pain. But the people around you that love you and surround you um, feel a different kind of pain, and a lot of people don't understand that. You can't make that person stop doing whatever they're doing as far as drugs is concerned, because we're talking about drugs right now. Hey, that's my Aunt Vicky. Welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, and we definitely appreciate you coming into the chat and listening to Lifestyles. We appreciate your opinion. Everybody's opinion counts. So feel free to jump right in and chime in whenever you feel free, Aunt Vicky. But we're talking about addiction and drug addiction at this point. It could be alcohol addiction, actually, but substance abuse, basically. Keisha Cole's mother had a substance abuse that she had been fighting for years. And, she was off and on, rehabbing and stuff like that. And I'm sure having a famous daughter had was a big weight on her because I'm sure she wanted to be clean and not to embarrass her daughter, uh, at any point. But, it is what it is. And she did the best that she could do. But the other thing is that, we can't make the people that we love, we can't make them go to rehab. Uh, that's just the bottom line. We can't force them to uh, uh, do anything that they don't want to do if they're not ready for it. Carter, welcome to Lifestyles. I don't think I've seen your name before, but we really appreciate you coming into the family. Hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. And we appreciate your opinion. And thanks for coming into the chat. Thank you. Yeah, so addiction is just a terrible thing, and I'm going through it now with a family member, and it really hurts. It definitely hurts. uh, but a lot of people are affected by addiction, drugs, and things like that. Um, I wanted to bring up, because in the chat it says my dad. And so, a lot of people don't know that, but my biological father overdosed on heroin. And addiction is real. He had gotten clean for a little while and, went right back and thought that he could probably do it one more time and curtains, lights out, you know. So, addiction is real. The bottom line is never try it. Don't do it. Do not try it. Peggy, we're sorry, and we're going to pray for your friend. And we hope that she, gets the help she needs when she's ready. Be there for, her, is all I can say is be there for her as best as you can. Uh, but addiction is real and it hurts definitely. Like I said, it's a ripple effect. It hurts all the people around you, not just the person that is doing the drug or the substance. It's just, it's a painful thing to see somebody that you love deteriorate or do things that they wouldn't normally do because they're addicted to something and their brain is totally different. So, you know, they're selfish and they think about only themselves, period. And that's just the way it is. Uh, I don't know. I don't know if anybody's got anything they want to talk about as far as with addiction. Now, any other addictions that are negative, hey, let's talk about it. I appreciate that, Auntie. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Thank you. But we're going to get through this, and hopefully the people that are addicted to something, hopefully we can be there for them and convince them, or if there's a higher power for them to convince them, that we pray that they get the help that they need, because we want these people to stick around and we need them in our lives. And I'm sure Keisha Cole is going through a whole lot right now. Again, she's um, a big star, and I'm sure she's going through hell because she couldn't help her mother no matter how much money she has, no matter how many hit records she has. She could not keep her mother from being addicted to drugs. So I don't know. We just, again, we just have to pray for these people and just keep the faith and stay positive. Thank you, Carter. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Sarah, welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. We really appreciate you coming in. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe, hit that thumbs up, share the video out. Hey, Shay, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. We are talking about addiction. If you didn't know, Keisha Cole's mother, Frankie, Miss Frankie, she passed away. She overdosed on her birthday, unfortunately. What's going on, Melanie? How are you? Welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. You're right. You're right, Auntie. Money is not always the answer. Prayer first. Absolutely. I agree. I agree. I agree. She was blessed with a talent, but she couldn't, that didn't stop her mother from being addicted to drugs. And I'm sure she did the best she could do for her mom. So, prayers out to her and her kids, grandkids, and she's got a lot of sons and daughters. So prayers out to them, and I hope they're a strong family. They get through this, and I hope the spirit of addiction is off of their family, and I hope that's over with. I'd like to say that. I'd like to say that. Gambling addiction can destroy your family's wealth and savings. Sexual addiction can cause instability in relationships. Absolutely, George. Absolutely. Um, everybody has somewhat of an addiction. Absolutely. I've had instability in relationships. I don't know if it has anything to do with the sexual addiction. I think mine is because of my father leaving me, and I don't have that. There's a trust thing I have to going on, but I don't know. That's a whole nother. Um, that's the issue. Okay, Carter said that's the issue with people believe that money and material things can fix their issues, but only God can. Where there is, let's see, where there is no light, darkness reigns. Absolutely, Carter. I agree. I agree. I agree. Totally. Addiction affects everybody. Trey Ace of Space says, All addiction, all negative. If it's a shopping, it eventually causes a person to be broke. How are bills going to be paid? Absolutely. You're right. You're absolutely right. And that can definitely be negative to your family because you're going to have your hand out, or you may not have anywhere to live. That's the other part of it. So, yeah, um, absolutely. Gambling, shopping, all that stuff can be a downfall in your life. Absolutely. Wow, Angela, is she okay? Um, that's an addiction, and that can be detrimental to her health. She could kill herself. I know they do that for the pain thrill, but that's definitely dangerous. I hope you can get her some help. I really do. Um, wow, that's deep. I've never heard that. No, personally. I mean, I've heard of it before, but personally, I don't know anybody that's been doing that. That's uh, that's some deep hurt that she's been through that she needs some help to get. She needs some help with, and hopefully we can get her some help. George said it can be a beginning stages of hoarding, Trey, Ace of Spades. So, you don't want to keep buying and buying and buying and buying. And even if you can afford to buy, that can be negative at some point because you'll have a house full of shit you don't really need. So, I mean, you know, and it's like, why did you spend all of this money for what? You wasted money for nothing. You didn't really need the stuff. So it's crazy. Wow. She's got two children. Wow. Okay, Angela. Wow. Be your friend, be there for. That's all you can do. I mean, again, you can't force people to get help in the addictions that they have, but you can suggest things and don't give up on them. Never give up. So keep on telling them, hey, baby, when are you gonna get some help? We need to get you some help. I'm here for you. When are you gonna be ready? I am here for you. You know what? Frankie always kept it 1,000. I don't care if she was addicted to something or not. Frankie kept it 1,000. Best believe that. She did not bite her tongue for anyone, not at all. I did. I said one cuss word, and my son's here. So I said one cuss word. Yes, I did. I did. Excuse my French. Pardon me. We're all grown in this atmosphere. We're supposed to be adults. So anyway, but yeah, we absolutely, Carter. Absolutely. I agree. Point them in the right direction and be there for them. Lend a helping hand when they say they need it. You can't force them to the water, but you can lead them, hold their hand, hold their shoulder, tell them it's going to be okay. Um, give them encouragement. Always speak positive. Don't speak negative of them. It's different techniques, but again, you can't force anybody to do anything that they don't want to do. Period. Bottom line. Period. So that's that. Absolutely, Peg. Excuse me. Absolutely not until they want the help. That's just it. That's it. And that's true. When you love somebody so much, Sarah, you hit it. You hit it right on the nail. When you love somebody a whole lot, you want it more than they do because you see the potential in that person, and you see what they probably were a long time ago. So that's the reason why you, as the person that loves them, the family or friend, you want it more than they do. The drug is holding them back. You don't have the drug holding you back, so of course you want it more. um, it's a downward, upward, downward, upward spiral. So it just I go through it. I've been through it. I've got a cousin. I've got unfortunately a son that's been addicted to some things. So it just hey, it's out here and it's real. and we have to be here for our loved ones as best as we can. That's it. It doesn't matter if it's from a two-parent home, a single parent home. Kids can go this way instead of going that way. That's just the way it is. Or people can go this way instead of going that way. That's just the way it is. Let's plant the seed. Absolutely, Carter. I agree. Let's plant it. Let's do it. Let's all plant the seed. Let's do it. Let's do it. Thank you, T. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I really do. Hey, Shirley, welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Um, yeah, it's rough. Addiction is rough. It really is. I feel for Keysha Cole. I feel for the other families that, from the people that aren't famous, that have lost somebody today, this morning, yesterday, day before. I feel sorry for those people and those family members. Addiction is real. And we have to, again, just stand strong, be with those people, try to lead them to the right thing. And hopefully they'll say, hey, look, I need the help. Can you take me there? And we'll be there for them. That's it. That's it. Would you say, George, you had a question? I have a question, don't you? Ooh. Did you say you had a question? Or were you talking to somebody else? You know what? I do. Thanks, Trey. Thanks for pointing that out. I really, I feel passionate about certain things, and when it's something I feel passionate about, I really speak from the heart, and it's all natural. It's no script. I can't be fake with my people. I love you all, and I'm glad that you've given me the platform to bring up different topics that we brought up over the year and a half since we started. And I appreciate you listening to me. We've had some fun times, some sad times. We've gotten through the quarantine. We've wore masks in the car. We've laughed. Um, you know, we've cried. So we've cussed. We've been mad. So I just appreciate you guys coming in and staying down with me. Really, we're going to grow this and we're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I just want everybody to share the videos out. Make sure all your friends subscribe. We're going to get this channel monetized at some point. So we got to do this. We speak from the heart and we speak the truth. And I think that's what's going to take us far, honestly. I'm watching a lot of other YouTubers on here, and a lot of YouTubers are fake and they're doing a lot of things to get different views. And I'm just being real. And if being real doesn't get me where I need to get to, oh well, I'm still gonna be real. So, oh well, that's what it is. You said didn't know that you can get addicted to doing things that can kill you. Okay, Angela, I kind of get what you're saying. Um, Absolutely, Trey. I'm gonna stay true. Peer pressure for some people. I've always been a leader, so peer pressure never got a hold of me. And absolutely genetics, I agree. Although my father was a heroin addict, I didn't get that part of the gene. I know that it's bad for you. I know that I wouldn't want to try it. I know what it does to you. I've never had that curiosity to cocaine or meth or heroin or anything like that because I've always known what it does to people and I see their experiences. So my thing says, nope, don't ever want to try that. Why would I want to try that? I don't try to get high as I can get, or I don't want to feel weird, or I don't know. Just no, that's not me. And thank you, Jesus, that didn't bite my butt because I wouldn't have anything. And you can't be on something and maintain because at some point you'll go down. So that's just it. That's just it. And it's just a blessing. George was talking about, let's see if I can go back up here. George said, I have a question. Do you or the Lifestyles family think addiction is genetic, social peer pressure that causes someone to become addicted? You know what, George? I believe that it can definitely be Genetic. My mom has a degree in genetics, so that's a question she needs to answer. I wish she was on here actually. Um, but I believe yes, it can definitely be genetic at some point, and other things to follow along with that too. In my opinion, I definitely know genetics has a lot to do with it. Sometimes, some people just have that curiosity in their brain, and they just want that. They want to try everything. They've always been um, the type of person or that would try anything. And I don't know. Some people are just like that. Would you say, Carter? I don't believe it's genetic, but I do believe that it can be passed on because of what children see or what's passed on emotionally or spiritually because of rejection and abandonment. Now, that's really what I was trying to say. So I have a fear of abandonment, and I was abandoned by my dad, my adopted father. So that has a lot to do with my trust and relationships it has in the past. So um, Carter, you touched on something. Thank you. Um, yeah, absolutely. That's your opinion, and we definitely respect that. So yeah, totally, totally, totally. I believe in the genetics thing, but not all genetics. I don't think it's just all genetics. If a child sees something from the time they're a little kid, if they see their dad drinking uh, uh, a bottle of gin every day, eventually that child's going to want to taste that gin. And even though that gin may be nasty to that child, at some point they're going to start liking it because they see that their dad likes it. So that touches on what you were saying, Carter. I agree. I agree. Yeah. And Miss T, what are you laughing at? What is so funny? What is so funny? What's going on, Mister? Welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. Don't forget to hit that, I'm sorry, like button. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already subscribed. And we really appreciate you coming in. We really appreciate it. Thank you. And your opinion definitely counts. Absolutely. So, yeah, people, we can talk about this all night. Addiction is it's a big deal. And uh, the best thing I can say is never try it. Don't try it. Don't get on it. Don't get curious. It'll bite you in the ass. Okay. It's not good for you. It's not what you were meant to be. It's not good for your body, your soul, spirit, or the people that love you, because it will definitely be a ripple effect and hurt not only your body or your spirit or your soul, but it would hurt people around you. So please, public service announcement: do not do drugs. Uh, don't do drugs. Do not do drugs. Uh, yeah. Wine Wednesdays. Sounds good, Trey. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Thank you, Peggy. All right. Welcome to Lifestyles. It's been real. See something, say something. Love you all. Thanks for coming in the chat. Frisky Friday sounds good too. All right. That's for grown folk only. All right. Trey, that's a great idea. Let's do it. All right. But we're going to start doing the panels. Hey, Latrice, welcome to Lifestyles. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. Let's see, what about characteristics that are similar that are passed down from the parent? Well, that's what I'm saying. That's genetics, characteristics. I believe a lot of that is definitely is definitely possible. Certain things can be passed down from a child to a parent. I mean, from a parent to a child. Um, you know, it's I don't know. My son has a lot of my he does a lot of things that I've done when I was a kid, or he kind of thinks the way I think. So it it just it's something that's already in them. I guess it just comes from the parents. Like I said, genetics is strong. So wow, yeah, yeah. Babies being born addicted is another whole nother ball game too. I mean, because those babies end up different types of ways when they grow up. You know, they can be um, underweight. They can be their brains could be not as developed. They can be slow learners. They can be very intelligent. I mean, you don't know with an addicted child how they're going to end up. You just don't know. I know when they're little bitty babies, they shake a lot, and because they're coming out of the addiction, they're going through withdrawal. And who wants to see a little bitty baby going through withdrawal? So no mother should be doing drugs while she's pregnant. I definitely don't believe in that. That's just not caring for your fetus. It's totally crazy. Manic Mondays. Okay, Trey, sounds good. Lady Gwendolyn, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. I called up on you. I said, hey, where's Lady Gwendolyn at? That's true, Trey. You're right, Terry. You're absolutely right. I agree. I agree. Thank you, Shay. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's true, Holly. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Um, the whole addiction thing is bad. It's just bad, period. And mothers that do drugs when they're pregnant is totally a no-no. That's the one time you should try to get off of drugs if you can. Well, Lady Gwendolyn, I'll be getting off here shortly, but we were talking about being addicted to things. And I was kind of just going over the fact that Keisha Cole lost her mom, Frankie. Frankie passed on her birthday. She overdosed. So we're just kind of touching on that and just telling everybody that my dad overdosed some years back on heroin, and just being addicted and hurting your family members and friends and not just hurting the person that does the drug. Okay, Carter, would you say we also need to elevate why the mother feels like she needs to use drugs and why in her mind she feels able to rationalize using drugs while being pregnant? That's another, see, that's the reason why I have the best chats, the best subscribers in on the planet, because you guys come up with some great ideas, things that I may have not thought of. And Carter, I appreciate that. Thank you. That's a good point. Absolutely. I agree. I'm agreeing on that too. That's a whole nother side of it. Absolutely. That one part is sticking with me. She was able to rationalize using drugs while being pregnant. In her mind, she was able to rationalize using drugs while being pregnant. That's something to think about. Why would a mother rationalize that? So, um, but I don't know. It's hard to, well, I can say that the one part of that is that once you try the drug and you get addicted to it, your brain is different. So what you would normally do, you're not going to do normal. Everything is abnormal once you're addicted. That's the thing too about being addicted to something. Yeah, I know. I know. I know, George. I know. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, they sure are. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Absolutely. Absolutely. I hope everybody's enjoying the chat. I hope everybody's getting a chance to say what they need to say. Um, again, if there's anybody that has somebody that's on drugs or addicted to something that's negative in their life, let's pray for them. I mean, let's lift them up. Let's find out what the root cause is. Why are they like they are? What happened? What can we do to make things better? What can we do to help solve the problem that you have? Mister, I agree. You're right. You're right. I mean, I have super close family members that, been doing it 20 years. Um, and they have their ups and downs. So yeah, it's definitely hard. Yeah, George, what you saying? And yeah, it can be a coping mechanism for some people. Drinking alcohol is a way to cope for some people. Um, I do it just recreational. Thank you. That I'm thankful that I don't have to do it to cope with anything. I just do it because I want to do it. Holly said, I fostered a baby that was born with a drug addiction. It was painful to watch, and I stopped after fostering because it caused me a lot of emotional stress. I could totally imagine that. Um, That would well, you know what? I worked at a children's hospital and I saw those types of things and it hurt my heart. But that was my job and that's what I did. Uh, I had a friend that was pregnant and was popping pills. Her baby was born an addict. That's sad. And I hope that baby is striving and thriving and doing what it's supposed to be doing because that can definitely hold a child back, being addicted to something. Yeah, Lady Gwendolyn, I think we have a family. I think we all have family. Yeah, that's dealt with addiction in some form or fashion. Yeah, you're right. I mean, everybody does. I mean, that's addiction is in everybody's family, unfortunately. Go back to my question for the family. What about character? Okay. You said I have a question. Do you or the Lifestyles family think addiction is genetic, social peer pressure that causes someone to become addicted? Social peer pressure. Again, I wasn't when I was a kid, I remember being in high school and kids would be smoking weed in the bathrooms and I hated the smell of that. And I didn't do that stuff when I was in high school. I'm glad that I didn't do that when I was in high school. Um, but other kids did it and I wasn't led to do it. If I do something, it's because I want to do it. It's not going to be because somebody says, "Hey, you need to try this. This is good." I'm not going to do that. But a lot of people are like that. And like I said, I have a family member that's kind of like that. When he was a kid, he just would try everything. Uh, okay. I was asking if in a relationship, do you stay or leave if it becomes a constant issue? If you're in a relationship that somebody is on drugs, that's hard. I mean, because if you're not on drugs and you have somebody that you love that's on drugs and you're with them every day and you stay with them and you're together, that's a hard one because you can't make them get off drugs. And that can just drive a relationship crazy because, that person can be messing up you guys' finances and everything. So that can just be, that can be a tornado, a catastrophe. I mean, I've seen it and it just doesn't work, whether it be a couple on drugs or one person trying to hide him from his girlfriend or her from her boyfriend. It's just not a good recipe. Not at all, George. Not at all. Yeah, I agree, mister. Totally. Totally. It is a tough one. Um, yeah, it's a trip. So yeah, you love yes, drugs and you love them. Yeah, but again, when you are addicted and you're in a relationship, it's kind of hard to think about the relationship. You're going to be thinking about the drug. You're not going to be worrying about relationships so much. You'll be trying to either get high with your significant other, or if they don't get high, you'll never be at home. You'll be getting high, period. Auntie, see, Vicky says, you leave if you are with someone that refuses to get clean. That pretty much is it. Because if you're not on drugs, it's just going to drive your family down. So at the end of the day, that's the right thing to do. You can't stick around. You can't stick around. You got to go um, and pray that they get themselves together at some point. Maybe if you're meant to be together, you'll stay. You'll get back together. If not, you'll move on and they'll move on. Yeah, Terry, it could be exhausting. I'm sure it could be. Yeah, I agree, Vicky. Totally. I totally agree. Totally agree. And you don't want to go insane because of another individual's addiction. No, not at all. Thank you, T. I appreciate you. I do. And I appreciate you all letting me have a platform and listening to me. And I appreciate you for giving me the opinions that you're giving me because, again, I don't think of everything. And sometimes you give me things to think about too when I turn this computer off. So thank you, audience. Thank you, Lifestyles family. Thank you, thank you, thank you. People can also trade one addiction for another addiction as well. That's true. They can give up one and get addicted to something else. That's true. You're right. It- I've heard that before, Auntie. I've heard that. I've heard that. Expecting something different. And it's always the same. That's insanity. I've definitely heard that before. True. Facts. Yes. I've heard people say they would leave, but for some reason they feel they can change that person. Well, if it's a woman, if it's a man that's addicted, and a woman that's not, she's a mother figure. So she's going to try to nurture that person, that man. She's going to try to get him off of drugs and baby him all she can. And it probably hardly ever works. My dad had a girlfriend that wasn't on drugs, so he would go across town to get high and then go home. So it's kind of hard to, I don't know. You just can't. That's just not how it works. Thank you, Latrice. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. You're right, Terry. You can't make anybody do anything they don't want to do. Absolutely. I agree. I agree. Yep, Mel. You're right, Mel. You're right. You're right. But we're going to get through this. And, everybody that has a family member or somebody that's close to them that's addicted to something, we're gonna get through this some sort of way. We're gonna get through this. But if you got somebody that you're with that's addicted to something, it's hard to stay with them. It's hard. Yeah, Peggy, a lot of people are saying that they just leave. Did you T? Okay. And I'm sure, having those foster kids was hard because I'm sure they have different issues and they have to be cared for differently. So yeah. George, I'm thinking the live panel will be next week. We're going to do that. Um, we'll be talking about some things and it's going to get deep. And, we just have to be honest with ourselves because we're all different, but we come from the same, but we're all different. We have different cultures and backgrounds, and we just have to respect one another's culture and background. And I think if the world started doing that again, then maybe we wouldn't have all this madness and chaos and white supremacy and um, just crazy stuff going on, and that I do not want to see because I love everyone because we're all God's creatures at the end of the day, or Yahshua, or what you want to call the Lord Jesus. When you have a teen that is addicted, but it's hard. Yeah, I have a grown son that's been. Thank you, Auntie. I appreciate that. That's been addicted to some things. So I kind of keep that hush hush. I don't tell everybody that. I'm a real private person, so I don't like to. I'm not trying to make him look bad, but addiction is addiction. Um, he needs some help, but he won't say that he has an issue. So it's just where it's at. Yeah, yeah, Peggy. Wow. Yeah, it is hard if it's a child. I'm telling you. Gwendolyn, teenage addiction is the worst for parents. That is a lot. Love is, yeah, that love is so strong. It is absolutely, absolutely, Holly. I agree. Eh, eh, choose between that person or happiness. You got to walk. Um, you only get one life, and you got to live it to its fullest. So you can't just stick around forever when somebody just does not want to get any help. You can't do that. Let's think positive, though. Gwendolyn, we're gonna think positive. I mean, I don't know. I have to do a little research on that, but I am seeing different things. I mean, the economy's kind of weird right now, but I don't want to get too far into that right now. But yeah, we'll have to get back to that. I've been kind of laying off of that politics stuff and economy, but the economy's it's weird. The gas prices are high. It's just different things going on right now. It's a lot of speculation basically, and that's the reason why gas prices go up for speculation is what they call it. Okay, okay, George. Okay, well, we'll have to talk about the present state of our economy. Not today. We'll do that another day. We'll save that for another day, and I'll let that be Gwendolyn's topic. I agree, Carter. Totally, totally, totally. Inflation is totally it is high right now. So people, let's see, and the stock market is going to crash soon. Well, Carter, I know I'm a realist too, but I don't know. I haven't been looking at the stock market. I hope it doesn't crash, but that's awful. Definitely possible. Miss Vicky says, for our teens and young adults, continue to plant positive seeds into their lives, tell them about their potential, provide them with resources and tools, and do not enable that person. You nailed it. You nailed it, Aunt Vicky. Totally, totally. You totally nailed it. Mr. said, I agree with Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn, it's going to get rough. Gwendolyn says, I know because I'm in real estate and we are going to need to be prepared. Okay. Well, that real estate market's weird right now. Anyway, the market is weird. The prices are weird and not real. So, yeah, excuse me. The real estate is definitely different right now. I've owned about three properties, excuse me, at the same time, and it's definitely different. So, yeah. Okay, George. Now, I'm getting ready to cut this off in a minute. That's why you messing with me. Uh, I gotta eat. So yeah, before it gets too late. Hustling can definitely be addictive. I'll say that because I was a hustler. I was in the streets. Being a hustler is selling different things. It's not just selling drugs. It can be selling different items. But my hustle was drugs at that particular time in my life. Um, at some point, the money was addictive. So yes, I was addicted to the money. I think I got addicted to the hustle after a while because I ran everything so smooth like a business. So yeah, I was addicted at that particular time in my life. I'd like to say that, George. Yeah, I was. Boom. All right. Welcome to Lifestyles. I'm out, everybody. Take care. Have a good one. Love everybody.